Hey, what's up, YouTube? Boswell back with another video for the Husband Code. Now, it's so interesting. I've been waiting to do this particular book review, and I was like, man, how do I want to put it together? I think it's gonna be at least 2, maybe 3 parts, because there's so much knowledge in this book right here, The Way of the Superior Man. And again, I don't make any money from promoting these books, but I promote these books that I personally read to challenge men to go out there and get the knowledge. Again, it's just another man's opinion, right? It's another man's experience or advice or whatever. Take it or leave it. But I think the biggest part for me reviewing these books that I personally read is to just share that you have to, again, personally develop as a husband, as a man. And I just think this book right here, man, it just really has a lot of knowledge in it. And on this first, like I said, I'm gonna probably do 3 parts, but this first part, I'm gonna go over maybe like 4 parts that I read. And just to kind of give y'all a snippet on why I don't want to make a super duper long video. I just want to space it out, man, so y'all can just follow along and then, be able to pick up the book if you want to in the future and just, get this knowledge how I got it. So we're going to start it off. I'm not going to go chapter by chapter. I'm just going to give you the knowledge. Again, you should pick it up when we go through it. Just a really incredible read. And so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to read, man. And again, I highlight stuff in my books. I'll either underline like words I might never heard, or I highlight, different stuff that really gravitated me or jumped out from the page. So, all right. So look. Your sexual essence is your sexual core. If you have a more masculine sexual essence, you would, of course, enjoy staying home and playing with the kids. But deep down, you are driven by a sense of mission. You may not know your mission, but unless you discover this deep purpose and live it fully, your life will feel empty at its core, even if you imitate relationship and family life are full of love. So for me, again, I always talk about getting away from being passion driven. You have to get purpose driven, mission driven, right? As a man, because at your core, that's what keeps you waking up every day to go towards whatever the life you want it to be. Okay, whatever life you want to design. And again, listen, here's the thing. Jim Rohn said it best. Listen, success is if a man say, hey, I want to build a house in the woods, play with the squirrels every day, bird watch. If he designed that life for himself, right, he go out and accomplish it and he pull it off. That's the epitome of success. Success isn't always just financial, right? It isn't always what culture decides for us success is. Success is whatever you create in your mind and your heart, and you go out and create that life and you pull it off. That's success. That's the epitome of success, not what everybody else deem it to be. So when it comes to, like I said, your core, even your masculine core, right? At the deep root of it, if you want to fully fulfill life, you have to have a sense of purpose. And that's just another way of saying a sense of direction. Again, you don't have to know what it is first. I mentioned in another video, man, get in the gym. You want to figure out what your purpose is, get in the gym, get your best version of yourself. But again, what he's saying in the book is, you have to be driven with a sense of mission. So I thought that was just a powerful statement. And again, this is something that I preach as well when it comes to the husband codes. Husband, yes, you can love your kids, you can love your wife, but after a while, you won't love yourself because you won't be purpose driven. You won't be mission driven. You can be happy, but you won't be filled, in your core, in your soul. And I think a lot of men understand that, like that they always want more, but for a bigger purpose. So anyway, that's the first part. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's go to the next one real quick. All right, so it says, perhaps you are very aware of your fears. your fear to take risks, your fear of failing, or your fear of succeeding. Prepare. Sorry, man. Perhaps you're comfortable with your life and you fear the lifestyle change that might accompany a change in career, even though a new career will be closer to what you really want to do with your life. Some men fear the feeling of fear and therefore don't even approach the edge. They choose a job they know they can do well and easy and don't even approach the fullest giving of their gift. Their lives are relatively secure and comfortable, but dead. They lack the aliveness, the depth, the inspirational energy that's the sign of a man living at his edge. If you are this kind of man who's just hanging back, working hard perhaps, but you're not at your real edge, other men would not be able to trust that you can help them live at their edge and give their fullest gifts. So I know that was a lot, but basically what they're saying is you have to take risks. And a lot of men out there are fearful to take risks. They're very comfortable. You know, they go to work every day, they work a comfortable job, but they never really become alive inside because they don't take risks. You know, I told y'all, listen, I ain't gonna cap. I was comfortable for years, right? Thinking that's my mainly duty, just to go through life and provide and protect, right? That's just a part of it. But you have to be mission driven, okay? It just talk about if you're not out here living to your edge, how you expect other men to follow you and get to their gifts and want to, you know, live to their edge, which is living alive, really being alive as a man. I think bro he just really, man, he really pushing it out on these pages. So, you know, listen, man, risk your life, man. And I ain't saying in a way of anything dangerous as far as to put yourself in harm's way. But I'm saying live your life, you know, take the risk, live your life to the fullest in a sense where you feel fulfilled, right? With no regrets. And once you create that energy inside yourself, that's when other men start to follow. And that's when you even get more respect, in my opinion. Because if other men can be inspired by you, that means they read your energy. They see that, man, this dude's alive inside. Like, you know, what is he doing that I can, you know, take from and I can either put that up, like that fire up inside myself. You know, give that energy inside myself. There's a lot of men who got great energy out there, but they purpose driven. You know what I mean? They not just going day through day, just living life comfortably. And it's not, listen, here's the truth. Many men will. And that's just a part of it. That's the balance of it. It's the yin and the yang. But again, I think the men who watch this video, they want more out of life. So I thought that was really cool. Just talking about, you know, men wanting career changes, you know, but they scared to really take their risk to jump out there for another career, maybe even get elevated in their job. They just go by there, you know, day by day. Now, if you got a plan, you like, look, where I'm at now, I'm not attempting to move up in this company, but I have a plan. That's different. You're designing your life. But if you don't have a plan, you just going to work day by day, nah. That ain't gonna do it for you. That ain't gonna wake you up inside. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. All right, next one. So it says, and this is for the husband. This is for the women out there too. You should always listen to your woman and then make your own decision. If you choose to go with your woman's suggestion, even when deep in your heart you feel that another decision was more wise, you are in effect saying, I don't trust my own wisdom. You are weakening yourself by telling yourself this. You are weakening your woman's trust in you. Why should she trust your wisdom if you don't? God damn. Hey, if you don't listen, That's why we have our women in our lives. That's why we have our wives in our lives. They're there to provide a different viewpoint, right? Women are very smart. My wife is very smart. However, if in my heart, in my core, I'm like, I ain't feeling that, I gotta go with my gut. I have to. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But I have to trust my gut. And 9 times out of 10 is right. And that's not to say don't listen to your wife or your girl if it makes sense, right? If it's like, you know what, that's some great advice. That's a great viewpoint. Yeah, don't be like that. But if your spidey senses are tingling, like, nah, you got, man, go with your first instinct. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision, and that's the only way you're going to get real trust from your woman as well. You got to stand on business. You know what I mean? You got to stand on what your decision is, and that's where it is. Wrong or right. Wrong or right. So I thought that was very powerful. You know what I mean? When you indecisive, you basically saying you don't trust your own wisdom. You don't trust your own judgment. And if you constantly allow yourself to trust your woman's judgment 100% of the time, she won't trust you. And you ain't going to trust yourself. So that's a lose-lose. So we're going to go through one more. But again, I like that. I like that reference of that particular paragraph. All right. So we're going to go through one more. Without a conscious life's purpose, a man is totally lost, drifting, adapting to events rather than creating events. Without knowing his life's purpose, a man lives a weakened, impotent existence, perhaps eventually becoming even sexually impotent, or even prone to mechanical and disinterested sex. Woo! Listen, I say it all the time. Life purpose, man. And again, I know a lot of men out there. And again, I was one of them. Didn't have a sense of direction. Didn't understand my purpose. Didn't have my why on why I'm doing what I'm doing. And all that is a trickle down effect into other things internally and externally going on with your life. You have to find your purpose, man. And again, my opinion, my advice is go to the gym. If you don't know what's going on, you don't have no sense of direction, start eating right, go to the gym, connect back with God. Those 3 things right there off top is going to create a better version of yourself and give you some direction. But like I said, I think he said it best, man, in his words. Without a conscious life's purpose, a man is totally lost, just drifting, adapting to events rather than creating events. We are creators. We're builders as men. Look around the world around you. We are builders. We create life, right? The woman has the eggs, but we give the life inside the eggs. We're creators, man. We're problem solvers. Don't be lost just drifting through the world. Find purpose, not passion. Passion is, man, I'm passionate about this basketball player. Like, I'm going to root him on. You know what I mean? That's here today, gone tomorrow. But purpose, you locked in. You know it. Your mind and your heart and your spirit is locked in to why you do things day by day. To why you show up, how you show up for others and yourself. That's purpose driven. So, like I said, this part 1, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I haven't read it in a while, but like I said, all the stuff I went over is like different stuff I highlighted and underlined and stuff like that. Like I said, we're probably gonna do 3 parts. It's so much. That was just like not even nothing of the book. It's a lot of game up in this book, a lot of knowledge. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all tonight. But we're definitely gonna do a part 2 and 3. I probably, like I said, it's enough for 3 parts. So we're gonna read some more of it and just go through it, man. Like I said, I think there's a lot of great information in there. So anyway, that's the video for tonight. Drop a comment below, hit the like button, notification bell. And welcome to the Husband Code if it's your first time tuning in. Again, this is stuff I do a lot, man. Just, again, we all talking about how to become better husbands, how to personally develop ourselves mentally, spiritually, financially. We're going to talk about that too. I'm going to talk about budgeting soon for a lot of men out there who don't really know how to control their money. And that's going to be a great video. I can't wait for that. That's coming soon. But tomorrow we in the gym, and I'm going to show y'all kind of how I do my workout. And we're going to get it going. So subscribe to the Husband Code. I appreciate y'all checking in. Much love. Thank y'all again. Man, we keeping it moving. I think we're like 75 subscribers. We're on our way to 100. And I appreciate y'all, seriously. Views, again, constantly going up. And I can't say thank you enough. So, hey, holla at y'all. Peace.